Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm here to conduct an energy reading for the collective, but this reading is not going to be for everybody. This is a very specific reading, a very specific message that wants to come through. It will be for more than one person, but it's not really going to be for the entire collective. So, I just kind of need to state that before I go any further with this reading. I'm going to be using the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck, and I'm going to be using the Ancient Stones Oracle for this particular reading. I might use my Galactic Star Tarot. It just depends on what I'm being led to do at the moment, where I'm being guided. And I feel very strongly that this is the same kind of energy message that I'm getting for whoever aligns with this reading. This is about being like, trust where you're being led. It's really, really important at this stage, because there's something that's much more greater beyond your understanding currently right now. But there's a feeling that you do have some kind of, you kind of get this feeling that something is going to be happening for you. It's also saying about coming from upstairs. It's not so much about what you're doing. Yes, what you're doing down here is important, of course. But there is a pulling away that you may be feeling in your heart a lot more than anywhere else right now, your heart and your mind. And it's almost as if you're being unhooked, untethered from the life that you are currently living, the situation that you've been living in, whether you've been going through different, chapters in your life or whatever. But this is now the calling of being pulled away, gently guided back from what has been, I would say, distracting you, so that you could start to begin your journey of return. So I said, this message is not going to be for everybody. So I really want, I just kind of need you to align with it if it does, and if it doesn't, just don't worry about it. So let's start off. And something else that is coming through as well is that there's been attempts. It's like I can't even count how many attempts to communicate, send messages, but they've been unread, unheard, misunderstood, ignored, not out of intention, but it's out of alignment and not remembering. And this is kind of like the strong message that's sort of like coming in. We've been trying to reach out, but they're not they're not replying. All right. This feels like kind of personal. Okay. It feels kind of personal. All right. So let's see what we've got. I'm just gonna cut the deck now, and let's get into this reading. Let's see what this message is about. And hearing the word integration a lot as well. To the point it's just making it like driving me mad. Integration. All right, so the first card up that we have got, the first message is stillness, fire and water, stillness amidst turmoil, feel emotional integration. Okay, so again, the word integration. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm listening. Now, as I just mentioned not so long ago with regards to you needing to pull back, instead of being heavily invested in a lot of these distractions, they are there for a reason, to keep you from not listening to your people upstairs. And this is trying to find stillness within yourself. And I know that there will be many that can say, but it's difficult with all what's going on. And I'm trying my hardest to pull back. But it's like, it's almost like this sensationalism, when you're online and it's just everything is just all over the place at the moment, and your attention is being dragged from one thing to the next, from podcast to podcaster, and intel guru to intel guru, and what's going on in certain parts of the world and the money system and everything like that, and your current situation. And even as I'm saying this, it sounds really chaotic. But there's a call for stillness now. There's a call to pull away from all what has been designed to keep you bound and tethered into a reality that is not yours. The community that you're in, it's like it's not yours. This is just temporary, and it's time for you to start realizing and remembering that. If you've been caught up with, work and this and that and trying to survive, find money, which is that we get, that we understand. But for somebody, this is now the time for you to start pulling back in. Gather yourself now, integrate now within yourself, because when they do connect with you, they will be integrating with you, basically. So you need to integrate here, heal, go through your healing traumas, heal your past traumas, ground yourself, forgive, get clarity, get focused, start looking out for all the signs and synchronicities. Pay special attention to your dreams. Some of you may have actually been contacted by them. Some in disguise, some as they are. And even if you think, that person looks familiar, I keep having this dream about this particular person, or they show up differently, but the feeling is, I know who that person is, but they might look different. Now, this is going to be not for everybody, okay? Sure, we all have dreams and so-called dreams, but these are, also could be phasing-ins of different realities, parallel realities, and also going back upstairs, seeing this person, your person. But there's a feeling for somebody right now that you need to sort of pull back, because you've got to go back. You've got to go back upstairs, all right? So that's the fire and water sign energy. And I feel you've been doing this, and I feel that this is where, for some of you, it may not have happened like all the time, but I feel that this is in these last few days, in these last few weeks, months, couple of years, you've been really, really just sort of like really pulling back and noticing a lot more things. You might have encouraged others to do so, and they don't listen. But for you, you've got to pull back. You're doing what you've got to do. The next card that wants to speak is initiation, deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. So as I said, with regards to this integration, and then you've got to go back upstairs for integration, but this is also about reconnection, and this is also about you reconnecting back with yourself, getting back online with the real you upstairs. Down here, this is the initiation. You're going through a big, massive initiation, and for some of you, you might have been, they want me to tell you about the numbers. All right, so this is number 2. Okay. 2, balance. Okay, this is about balance. If you want to sort of like do this very quickly. 9 is about completion. 2 and 9 is 11, Master Builder 11. So there's some kind of spiritual awakening, something that you need to kind of like be aware of as well. You might be seeing a lot of double numbers, triple numbers all the time in sequence like that. 111, 222, 333, 444, etc. 1111, or parts of the day or numbers that add up to 11, like 1138 will be 3 and 8 is 11, so 1111. and so forth. So there's this feeling of, really needing to pay attention to everything and everyone around you right now. Start looking at them as codes, if you like. So this is a part of the initiation. The next card that I've got for you, the next message I want to come through is restore. Time out for you, nature, shamanic signs, restore. So as I said, I just feel that this is, again, needing to pull back, take time out for yourself. This is about the restoration. Rest before you restore. Okay. Yep, number one. So there's definitely an ending and a new beginning that is coming in. This is about also connecting back. So two becoming one. There's a wholeness right there. And it's sort of like they're saying that they want to reach out to you now. Someone's quite eager up there. They're quite eager to be in touch with you. Got the elven ones, divine creation codes, starborn architects, divas, sacred geometry, and it's number 4. So this is about 4. Obviously, is about stability, building a firm foundation. And this could, again, be something that you need to be working on for your next level. Now, let me just pause myself right there and just give you a little bit of a disclaimer before I go any further. Whatever is going to happen upstairs is a very unique individual situation, because my situation, your situation are going to be totally different. Yes, we might believe in other beings upstairs, okay? But whatever our individual experiences are going to be unique to us, all right? So just because I'm saying that, divine creation, there could be something else that you will need to be creating with this person. It could be a child, it could be, building a life, it could be, it could be even building some kind of actual code for some kind of new mission that you're meant to be on when you come out from this place here, all right? So let's keep going. We have got arise, know and flow as the love you are, bliss. So I do feel with this energy as well, this is like, obviously when you come through all of this is how you're going to be, like renewed, okay? And getting back into that remembrance. I mean, this is something that you can actually do now, like stepping back in, declaring, knowing that there's more to you than what meets the third eye. You are more than the vessel that you are actually in right now. And you know this. You know that what you're going through right now is an initiation. All will be revealed and all of this shall come to pass. You may be going through a lot right now with, still stuck in this energy here and all the turmoil and everything like that that's unfolding. But know within your heart that this is not going to be lasting for long. Keep on working within yourself, shielding yourself, protecting yourself. And always remember that, that this isn't the end. This is not the end for you. The next message that I've got is star children, no veil, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration and light. So I am picking up from what I've just said there. Number 7, this is about literally getting those feelings of feeling different, feeling very, very different. Yeah, sure, you might have felt, I don't really fit in with this place. You might have always been saying that all of your life. But again, given what we know now, you feel even more different than how you felt even yesterday, even like last week. A totally different person. And they're saying again, you need to stay in the moment. So live moment by moment. Have this deep trust and deep knowing that all is well, and that you are heading in the right direction. And a lot of the times as well, because of staying in this moment and your frequencies are rising up to new heights, you're seeing things now. As I said, things, people around you, you're taking more notice now. And because you're stepping back, not really engaging, but more observing rather than absorbing the situation, not allowing yourself to be triggered by anybody. If somebody wants to, it's so like if you drive a car and somebody cuts into you and like F's and blinds at you or whatever. Back in the day, you probably would have given it to them hardcore, but in this day and age, you've got to think differently. You can't afford to interact with these people who you can see are going through some kind of affliction, spiritual attachments, spiritual attacks. And obviously, as you know, you might get these people that might just cut into you and do things to you because they are being controlled by those interdimensional beings, the bad guys, who are trying to mess you up. All right. So this is why again, it's saying about initiation right here. The next message that I've got is Divine Cosmic Mother Room. You are loved. You are safe. Rest now. Sleep well. Again, that feeling of all is well. So rest before the restoration. You know who you are. Okay, know that you are safe, know that all is well. And I really feel, again, this person, this energy, whoever this person is like they are there to guide you. And they've always been doing that. But again, it's like, you didn't remember, And you've got this awakening. Know who you are, DNA activation. And I feel that the moment that you're going through these awakenings, like, every day, it must feel like a shift. Do you sometimes feel that as each day passes, something in your house looks different? It feels different. Like it could even be something really, really subtle, like you would never take notice of. You wouldn't have noticed it before. However, it's like making you take a double look. It could be the door, it could be the ceiling, it could be the window, it could be, I don't know, something that just doesn't look out of place, but it looks as if it was there all the time. But it's like, I know that went there before, These little subtle energy shifts. So this is showing you that things are, you are not where you were before. Then the card underneath the message, the bottom of the deck, is the last cloak. Release old identities, magnificence realized. So for some of you guys, this is your last, like, I'm hearing it sort of like the last trip, the last, visit down here, and that's it. Because when you're leaving, you're not coming back here. Why would you? Well, I mean, it's up to what your soul wants, but I don't think you are going to be coming back here again. This is your last hurrah, your last rodeo, your last trip here. Let's get into the Ancient Stones Oracle. Let's see what we've got with this. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. All right. So this is the message that I've got from the Ancient Stones, and we have got nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You'll find a way. All part of the initiation. Nothing is impossible. Even if you're looking through, life at a particular lens and it's like, oh my God, it looks so difficult out there. Can I do this? Know that you can. Where there's a will, there's a way. Of all these mountains around, that's why I said it may feel a bit overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming, but there are things that are going to be moved and shifted out of the way for you so that you could get there. All right. The next card that wants to speak. We have got obstacle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, let's just keep going. Find another road. Flexibility. Change. So remember what I just said. Nothing is impossible. Be open to the unexpected. You will find a way. And I do feel, again, the deep trust, deep healing, Like, know that you are being taken care of, know that you are being watched, you're being guided at this precise moment in time. So sometimes if you feel you're walking around spiritually blind, just go within your heart space and really tap into your intuition and just really feel that connection. Now, this could be, you know, you meditating more, fasting, you know, doing yoga, doing something to keep these energies flowing. You know, this obstacle is not going to be lasting for much longer. And, you know, for some of you, you may feel that the obstacle is this fucking life, what's going on down here. You know, this is a bloody obstacle. But remember, this is you being here to clear up the energies, clear up the space, which is what you've been doing, going through all of these experiences, which were, yes, pressurizing and soul breaking, but it was also helping you to awaken even more. All right. And feeling trapped and all stuff like that. But, you know, you have to keep, you know, pursuing and moving forward, push hard in order to break through. The next card that I've got is the Sanctuary, harmony and balance and joy, contentment. I feel that this will be like the end result, you know, and just have this as a vision, have this as the goal of what you want for yourself, harmony, balance, joy, contentment, rather than all of this, you know, turmoil and tumultuous situations that's going on around you. You know, don't let it affect you. Just there to witness and then go about your business. And then the next card that we've got is alignment. It's coming together, precision. I really do feel that it's telling me about that person upstairs. You know, it's all about, like, you know, just getting into that timing, that space, that location. And then, you know, again, I do feel it's saying about those dreams as well. So if you want to just kind of get like a journal next time, so that you can sort of like take notes, hopefully if you can, you know, when you wake up and you remember any little thing, it could be just one little thing for that day, and it's part of your dream journal. Like, you know, you just, you know, had a red skirt on in your dreams, or, you know, you was by this old building, something. It could be any little thing, but just keep making notes of it. And then the card underneath the bottom of the deck is the Guardian Stone, awakening, progress, and again, initiation. So we round off this reading with initiation, the Guardian Stone. Somebody upstairs is really watching over you big time. Interestingly enough, ironically enough, as I just pulled this down, this card came through, ships of light. You may even have ships above your house, like little scout ships, cloaked, and it's just you beaming up your vibes to, you know, your star family, open to star family. I've got number 11 there as well, number 8 and number 11. All right, before I go, I just want to see if there's anything that's going to come through from the energy of this person, whoever this person is, whoever they are. If there's anything that wants to be said here. And cut the deck in half and 3. Okay, well, doing as I'm guided. All right, just going to pull 4 cards, 3 or 4 cards. So we have got the Empress. Wow, you're definitely needed for some kind of creation. Some kind of co-creation is definitely needed for that, without a doubt. This is definitely to do with expansion. And as I said, this could even be about, you know, creating a child or something, you know, to that effect. The next card that we want to say is the Hermit. It's almost like saying that it's time to kind of like step out from, or needing to kind of like work on this Hermit energy, working on yourself a little bit more. I'm also getting that, because normally the I hope you can see it. Normally the Hermit in the upright position will be about somebody who's very distant. Okay, they don't really say much, don't really want to say much to you. However, it came up in the reverse. So I do feel, and it's right next to the Empress, so I do feel that this person is not like, all right, they might be physically distant from you, but not energetically, if you know what I mean. Okay, and they don't really want to be distant from you. They want to be closer to you, all right? The next card that I have got is the Star card in the reverse. Don't lose hope in this. It's definitely somebody from upstairs. You've got 3 major arcanas already. Okay, don't lose hope. And also, it's interesting, it's pulling me towards this card as well. So about some kind of alignment as well. And about healing. Maybe you're needed to heal with this person. And then the next card that I've got, the 4th card, is the Devil card. Two things that come to mind. First of all, this is a bond that can never be broken. This is an unbreakable bond. Got 4 major arcanas for this person's energy. There is a deep, I wouldn't say obsession. I don't want to use that word. But this is a bond that cannot be broken. An unbreakable bond. It's a very strong, connected energy. Now, the next thing that I actually want to say, without bursting the bubble, but we've got to keep it grounded, we've got to keep it realistic here. Now, we've got 2 cards out that mentioned about initiation. Okay? Now, whenever you're going through these kind of spiritual awakenings and spiritual, situations, initiations and stuff, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to how your heart feels. With any kind of connection, anything like this, speaking from experience as well, but also it's just very wise to be very, very discerning, right? Use your discretion. Ask questions, even if it feels great and it feels, oh my God, this energy feels really, amazing. Because this Devil card came up, it's kind of given me a bit of like just be cautious. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups. So as I said, it's about just really tapping into your energies here. Use your intuition. Feel it out. If it feels right, and, give it time. This isn't something that's going to happen straight away, but I just feel that there's this feeling of like they really want to step towards you, but in a way of where, not really to overwhelm, it's like you meeting them halfway, but always use discretion. If they are good, they will expect that from you and they will respect that and they will understand. But if this energy that's coming through is a bit of like they're a bit pressurized and a bit like pushy and shit like that, then that doesn't feel that will be for you. Because what I will say is that you're not out of the woods yet. And if you're still in this energy here, right, obviously we know that, we're in a spiritual battle, we're in a spiritual warfare, and these lower vibrational beings they're not really going to give up. I mean, our wishful thinking would be they'd be like, oh, all right, okay, well, we lost. We were throwing the towel, you won, well done, it was a good match, we'll just be on our way now. That sounds like it would be really, really great, right? But it's not really like that. And and again, as I've always said, if you're going to be working on your energies, all the time, this is where you keep on saying and keep on doing your shielding on a day-to-day basis, whether you do it a couple of times a day or once a day, twice a day before you, when you wake up, before you go to bed, or even during the day, lunchtime. You have to keep on protecting your energies because your light is vital. Your energy is like a drug to these beings. They can't live without you. Your strength is their pain, but your pain is their strength. They need to hold on to that, but you need to hold on to that too for yourself. And whoever is upstairs that is trying to connect with you, they really need you to be in your power and to step into your power more. This is more about this self-empowerment that you need to be harnessing and wielding right now as well. So that's what I've got for you. I hope that, this energy is kind of like, yeah, but all the same, just take what resonates from it. It's not really a reading that is for everybody, as I said. So just see how you go with this. And definitely don't forget to use discretion all the time. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys again on the other side.